forest looking to see the trees, but none were there. He found a girl, she found the Earl King. They were in the white wood, gambling out to picnic.
Mr. Powell!
Leaves broke about.
Can you please tell me what we're doing in here?
Well, you said you wanted to learn more about me, so thought I'd show you what I do in my free time. You know, they say it's what a man does in private that really shows his true character.
I'm thankful for the chance of getting to interview you.
You don't sound like it.
I just expected a bit more of a formal setting with the controversy and all.
In an office, in a forest, makes no difference. Ask away. I'll be your full attention.
All right then. Before we begin, may I ask you a few personal questions?
Yes, I did hate my father. Next.
Not my question. I wanted to know more specifically about why you wanted me to interview you.
Simple, really. Talk to your parent company about which the reporters have firearm training. To my surprise, you popped up. Mrs. Pyke, former Marine. How the hell did you end up as a journalist?
You researched me?
It's only fair. I like to be on even ground.
Still doesn't explain why you chose me. Why do you need someone who can shoot?
Well, I mean, God forbid I get attacked by a bear. I need someone who can fight back. Someone who can place a shot. Someone who won't miss.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you, but I don't shoot anymore.
You don't shoot?
I swore off firearms. Left the military because of them. I won't shoot.
But you could shoot.
I won't.
But you still can.
I can't.
I don't know if I believe you. 4 years around a rifle and you forget it? I always thought it was like riding a bike.
I'm sorry, but I won't be a bodyguard. And I won't pick up your rifle, even if our lives depend on it.
Alright, sure. Life isn't worth that much anyways. Got something else you want to ask?
Your money. How'd you get it?
My fortune? Did you read none of my autobiographies that I had ghostwritten for me?
I've read them all, in fact.
Nice. Which one was your favorite?
That's not important.
Constructive criticism is always important.
In all of them, they begin after you found a nexus code. But where did the initial money come from?
Clever girl. You'd be surprised how few people question that. Most think it was just a wealthy relative, a friend, or ties with the mob. That Donatello fella. Thing is, I won a numbers game.
Lottery?
In a way. You know loggers? Did you know they have a mortality rate of 1 in 3,000? $1 million policy, which is not taxed, for $75 a month. Now, I knew a couple of guys in high school who went into the profession and paid them each $100 to take out a policy in their name. They get $25, and I get to fuel my, at the time, crippling gambling addiction. Take out 4 loans and thought, hey, in like 5 years, this'll pay off. Then one day, there was an accident. It was improper fastening or something. I made $4 million. Untaxed. Why don't we officially start this thing?
Yes.
So, which controversy is this about?
On Tuesday, one of the workers put down a dog that escaped from its family yard.
Yes, it's a tragic thing. I never had a pet growing up, but I could imagine it's a painful thing. Family's been compensated accordingly.
Can you speak more on that?
We've reached a settlement with the family.
Can you speak more on the actions taken by the worker?
I believe he made a choice in the heat of the moment.
Are you saying his actions are justified?
The way I see it, a wild dog charged him in the woods. If a wild dog charged at us, I'd have to make a decision, either its life or us. It was his life on the line, so he had to make the call to defend himself.
I understand that, but what about the owners?
They've been given a cash settlement, which in the long term helped them a lot more than a pet.
In what way?
The Bertelli family. I'm assuming you spoke with them? You saw how they were living, struggling to get by, no chance of affording college for their children. The amount of money they'll get from this whole ordeal won't just allow them to survive. They'll be able to live.
Are you saying that the murder of their dog has been a blessing for the Bertellis?
You really have a way of twisting words.
I'm just asking for you to clarify.
Alright then. Yes. For as much as anyone's not willing to admit it, That amount of money is basically like winning the lottery.
Or a logging accident.
Simple fact is, they have a better life now. To act like money can't replace such a thing is crazy.
Is it really?
Yes, money isn't just paper, it's life itself. It's a currency that can get anyone to do anything in exchange for it. You have enough of it and you basically have tangible infinity.
Do you really believe that?
I do. I really do. And I'm gonna prove it. $10,000 that I'm willing to give to the Bertelli family just to prove a point. If this is really nothing, I'll just tear it up. Unless you take it from me.
You'll just bounce the check.
I am many things, but poor is not one of them. I once paid a guy twice that to make handcuff mittens. You have my word on record that if you take this, give it to the Bertelli family, and they cash it in, it'll go through.
So you give more money to people that you've screwed over, and that makes you ethical?
No, but it's a start. Jennifer? Can I call you Jennifer?
I go by Miss Pyke.
Please, Mr. Powell is my father. You can call me Maxwell. You see, Jennifer, ethics is a slippery slope. What is ethical? For instance, would it be ethical for me to shoot that thing right in the face?
I would suppose not.
Why not?
You have no reason to shoot.
Sure I do. I have a point to prove.
Beyond that,
Having a point to prove is more than enough reason to shoot that thing in the face. Now, would you give me a penny?
what?
Would you give me a penny not to shoot?
I don't think I have one on me.
Let's say you did. I don't know how much you get paid as a reporter. I know I pay mine quite well to spout misinformation. But let's say you had a penny in your hand right now. Would you give it to me not to shoot that thing?
Suppose I would.
What about $100,000?
Suppose not.
Okay then. So between 1 cent and $100,000, that equates for the value of life for you.
Well, I wouldn't give you $100,000 to save an elk's life. So what?
Means you have a price to do the exact opposite. $1 million. If you shoot that thing. Preferably in the face.
No.
I mean, you definitely can hit it. Shot from this distance, with your skill,
I won't do it.
you think this is just going to the Bertellis? You know how many animals die in these woods every day?
Don't have the stats on hand.
Neither do I, but I think it's a fair guess to say more than one. But what I do know is that there's an animal shelter near the Bertelli's house that has the same mortality rate of more than one a day. You know how many more dogs will die in that town if you spend $1 million to find them a better home? Only the one.
I won't kill for money.
Says the former soldier, but I'm not asking you to kill for money. I'm asking you to trade life. One for many. You can turn down my offer, but if you do, at least tell the Bertellis. I mean, it's only fair. $10,000 would be a pretty good bonus to their settlement, but $1 million? That might actually make them smile again. And whether you give it to them or to the shelter, they can sleep easy, knowing that the death of their dog would save a whole town.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. But I swear, if you're lying, you bounce that check.
I promise, check won't bounce. I'll call ahead and you'll get your money. If you hit your shot. Can't have you missing on purpose. Oh, silly me. I must have forgotten to load the gun. But I won't leave you empty-handed. Here, you earned it. Now, come on. We got a long walk back. Got any more questions you want to ask? All right then. Now, Jennifer, if you don't mind me asking, which one of my autobiographies was your favorite? I'm dying for some feedback. Like I said, I'm a big fan of constructive criticism.
I was in the forest looking to see